Aloha, welcome to KTA Kitchens. I'm Chef Michi, and today I'm going to show you how to make a curried pumpkin coconut bisque. Let's get started with the ingredients. This is a really beautiful soup and surprisingly easy to make. It's full of aromatic spices. You're going to have some extra virgin olive oil, some finely minced onion, and not everyone likes to mince onions this finely. Feel free to use a processor. It's going to get them to this stage with no tears, absolutely a push of a finger. We have curry powder, cumin, cardamom, some turmeric, garlic granules, and garlic salt. Then you're going to have some unsweetened coconut milk, this beautiful pumpkin puree. It's full of antioxidants and vitamins, some crushed tomato, and chicken stock. To finish off the dish, you can use some dried chives or feel free to use fresh. And sometimes you could also use some Greek yogurt to just give it a fancy little swirl on top. That's optional. So let's get started cooking. To get started, I've got my soup pot on a medium-high heat, and I'm going to add in my oil here. I'm going to just kind of coat the pan a little bit and then put in that minced onion. So you want to saute these onions until they're just starting to glisten. You never want to let them get browned because it will add kind of a bitter taste to your soup. So this is an important stage, especially if your pan is hotter than mine. You want to stay here and just keep stirring to keep the onions really nice. And they're just starting to sizzle now. And you really don't have to saute them too much. You're really just trying to get the oil coating those onions. And now what I'm going to do is start to add in the spices, because this is going to release all those essential oils in the ingredients. The spices will release their flavors and their smells. So that cumin and that curry powder, and especially the cardamom, this is a great spice. It's got a nice floral side to it. It's a beautiful addition to this soup. And I love to put garlic granules and garlic salt. So we're just going to continue stirring this. They're heating up and releasing their aroma. It's just gorgeous. The spices have all blended with the onion. You've got those smells going. And once that happens, you can start putting this soup all together. So I'm going to add the coconut milk, and adding this first will allow you to some liquid before the pumpkin puree, because this is really a nice, rich, dense product. You see it a lot during the holidays, but it's always on the supermarket shelves all year long. Much easier than baking and trying to chop up and puree an actual pumpkin. So it's a great ingredient to have. I'll just start blending this all together and then add the crushed tomato. This also adds a nice color, that the orange of the pumpkin and the red, it just makes it look really rich. So it's definitely coming together here. We're at this stage. And I'm going to slowly add in that chicken stock. Like that, really easy. Now this last part. Here we go. I'm going to do this a couple times just to make sure that we're blending everything together. You never want any of your soup to stick to the bottom of the pot. So again, that stirring process is really important. There we go. It looks gorgeous. I'm going to finish with that chicken stock. And now, believe it or not, that's the hard part of this whole soup. We've got all the ingredients together. I'm going to make sure it's nice and smooth. Then you cook it on the stovetop for about 10 minutes, and then you're ready to enjoy. So this is the best part. The soup is cooked. I've ladled it into a bowl here. I've got some bread on the side. This is just a beautiful meal all on its own. And just for a little bit of garnish, I'm going to put some chives right on top. It adds some color. I always eat with my eyes as well as my mouth, so. But now I'm going to give it a taste. Smells wonderful. Oh, Tastes delicious. All those spices have come together. The soup is nice and smooth. Really goes great with a white wine. Today I have a Pinot Grigio. It's a nice, sharp, clean tasting wine. Thank you for joining me today at KTA Kitchens. You can find this recipe and more at ktasuperstores.com/recipes. Until next time, I'm Chef Michi. Aloha.